Everyone, I'm here at ISE 2025, and the best thing about this trade show is not necessarily the products and technology, it's meeting up with people and friends. So I've grabbed Ifat Chowdhury. Ifat, tell everybody, that one person who doesn't know what you do, tell them who you are and what you do.
I'm Ifat Chowdhury. I work for Involve Visual Collaboration, which is an integrator in the UK. I have been in the AV world for coming up for 20 years, and I also have a podcast called What If. I had the name before Marvel because I was born with my name, so that's my caveat on that.
I want to drill into that because it is your superpower. The fact around diversity and inclusion is a really important topic. As we look out of the sea of people at this trade show, it is majority of pale, stale males. It's fair to say that it's such a male-dominated industry, but you're really championing how we can kind of try and change that. And again, I really want to get that message out to everybody and the great work that you're doing. What can we as vendors, what can all of the vendors and manufacturers do to try and just swing that balance?
Do you know what? We had a amazing Women's Council meetup yesterday. So I co-lead the Avixa Women's Council for the UK with Tanya Houston, who's wonderful. And our aim has always been to not to do something, because we get a lot of comments of like, well, why do we need it? And why do we, where's the Men's Council? And where's, there's
International Women's Day. Oh, it's International Men's Day.
Exactly. But the fact is, that space yesterday, it was just so heartwarming to see. Our whole space was filled. The aisle was filled. There were people there who had never engaged with any other women particularly. And it's because we've become used to working with men, which is great. And that's all really good. I guess the point is, for me, and research backs this up, when you have a diverse workspace, and that isn't just about gender diversity, it's also race, age, disability, ability, everything. You get more perspectives because the environment for one person is not the same for the next. Even if you grew up, I mean, when I think of my siblings, we grew up with the same parents, the same experience, but we are all very different people. My own children are very, very different. So recognizing that we're all individuals and that actually we are better when we have more perspectives, that's the focus. And I think every company should be looking at that, and it's fantastic. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak on Crest TV, because Crestron is a significant employer and a significant voice in the industry, and we need those big names and those badges to say, hang on a minute, what could we be doing better? We can always be doing better. And it's not to say, well, we do recruit, we don't get the applications. There are lots of ways and there's lots of initiatives. I don't know if you've seen that Rise AV has started. So there's lots of opportunities for, not just for new entrants, because we are trying to engage younger people to join the industry, and there's a few of us working on something else as well, which is coming soon. We are working on it, but also through Rise, you've got the opportunity for your middle managers and your C-suite to go away to have some proper mentoring, proper workshops and opportunities to network and really have some focused, and that might be on leadership, it might be on management skills, but there are enough people out there doing something. So it's about stepping in and actually engaging with that, which, all brands need to. You're right, products are important. We wouldn't be here without our technology and the products, but more importantly, we wouldn't be here without our people.
Absolutely. Now, again, we talked about the companies. What about the people? What about people out there that maybe don't know where to go? Where should how should we give them a voice? Is there, again, the Avixa Women's Council, is diversity groups? Where is again, any advice for people watching this that feel they don't have a voice and they need to shout up?
Firstly, my inbox is always open. So I'll put it out there. If anybody needs some advice, if I can't help them I will point them in the right direction or try to. Avixa is a fantastic conduit for all of that because they have so many councils. So if you are technical, if you're an integrator, if you are a manufacturer, if you're a consultant, there are individual councils for all of those groups, and not many people are aware of that necessarily. So it's not just about the Women's Council or the Diversity Council. There are other opportunities to network, and there are events all the time. Our webinars are on the website. There's lots of things, lots of ways you can get involved. But the Avixa website, make that start.
And you've got it on your t-shirt. Where can people hook up with you and your amazing podcast that you put out?
My podcast is on YouTube. It's, as I said, it's called What If. I have the audio files, and I know I've been a little bit lazy to in getting that onto Spotify and just having it as audio, but I will do it.
She will do it. We're going to make her do it, okay? It's very cool. I love it. And again, I think you just got to get people to be brave enough to go and speak out. Again, whether it's a manufacturer or a partner that needs to go get more education and more awareness, or whether it's someone on the other side that, again, needs to raise a voice, reach out to you, reach out to the Avixa Women's Council, and just ask the question.
Exactly. Reach out. And we're doing our absolute best to reach in.
Yes.
So it's not, we know it's a two-way thing,
Yeah.
and there are lots of opportunities, but when we put on those webinars and we put on those events like yesterday, we do rely on people turning up. And that was really, it was just amazing to see yesterday. It was a really, really good session, actually.
Ifat, thanks for joining us. Go and follow, again, Ifat's podcast. Go check out the Avixa Women's Council and all the great stuff that she does around diversity and inclusion. And let's try and make a change. Let's try and change the balance out there. Follow us at Crestron for more great updates from us here at ISC, and we'll catch you on the next one.